The secret of making millions in a bear market and far, far more in the bull market. In this episode, I'm going to show you that things that you thought were impossible are very possible. And I'm going to show you that the basics that you thought are obvious have so much more depth to them. The no-brainer stuff that you think you already know, you don't really quite know it the way it really is. So the obvious stuff everyone thinks they already know, in order to make a ton of money during a bear market and a bull market, you just have to know when to buy and sell. You have to know when the top happens, so you can sell the top. You have to know when the bottom happens, so you can buy the bottom. And if you can, you use leverage to buy a whole lot more of the bottom, and you use leverage to sell a whole lot more of the top. Now, that's the obvious stuff. But is it possible? I mean, everyone thinks it's impossible to get exactly the tops and bottoms right. Is it? Is it? And if it were possible, it would have to be publicly and clearly documented beforehand. Wouldn't it? I mean, if it were possible, I'd have to show the before picture, before the S&P 500 perfectly followed this red arrow all the way down and crashed. Maybe something like this. S&P 500 at the top before the crash, red arrow before the crash, S&P 500 after the crash, following the red arrow down and crashing. Before, after. You want to see them both together? Bam. There it is. The top went a little bit higher than expected, and the bottom went a little bit lower than expected. The bottom, we're looking at a target of 3968, and we hit 3937. This is the target we were expecting. We went, about what, $20 lower? Yeah, but I bet you can't do that all the time. Really? Let's take a look at this tweet. See this blue ascending broadening wedge? We're halfway down at $4,040 for the S&P 500, and I said we're going to crash to 3,800. From 4,000s to 3,800, blue arrow straight down. You want to see what ended up happening? Bam! From 4,000s to 3,883. 3,883. What was my target? 3,857 was my target. 3,857? 3,883. Again, about $30 off. That's literally 1%. That's less than 1%, guys. Yeah, but you can't do that the other direction, can you? I mean, you seem to be pretty good at finding things that are going to go down before, but can you tell when they're going to pump? I said we're going to pump from 3,900 to 4,100. You see that arrow? 3,912, 3,900, early 3,900s into the early 4,100s. You want to see what happened next? Following the green arrow. See this green arrow? Bam! I actually had to move the arrow because the arrow was covering up the candles from 3,900 to 4,094. And it went up a little bit higher too, just to the tip of my arrow. You can look it up. It's September 12th. Look up the chart on your own. You want to see them all together? Here they are. Here you can see green arrow. Twitter cuts this off. I wish there was a way to just show you the whole thing, but I'm not going to download this in Photoshop and then show you. Anyway, green arrow with no candles. Green arrow with candles. Green arrow down. It should have been the red arrow, but anyway. Down with no candles. And the arrow's gone here. I must have deleted the arrow. Okay, so maybe he's a personal friend of Nancy Pelosi. then he wouldn't be able to know when the US dollar, the Forex markets, would go up or down. So look at this chart. We have a dotted green arrow here that starts in this manually circled paint circle. You want to see what happened? From 107 to $8, almost to $9. Oh, and then we've got this purple arrow pointing up here. The arrowhead's gone because it's a harmonic. But anyway, pointing up to $9. So the first target is high $8. Next target is almost to $10. You want to see what happens? Follow this green arrow and this purple arrow that doesn't have an arrowhead, okay? Bam! Instantly, after CPI was reported to be higher than expected. We knew that CPI would be higher than expected. Yeah, but I mean, anybody can get one random signal or one random call and correct on the US dollar. Really? Okay, let's see if the second random call worked out. The purple at $9. Oh, this is not a line. This is an actual candle, guys. And here it is without the green arrow, just the purple arrow alone pointing to $10. Did we hit $10? Drum roll. Bam, $9.7, $9.4 in this particular chart, but we did hit $10. About 3 hours later. Before, after. You want to see them together? Here, publicly, live on Twitter. Here it is. Before, without the candles and just the purple line. After, the purple line and the candles following all the way back up into our target of $9.7, which isn't shown here because I didn't take the picture an hour later. Okay, that's impressive and all, but I cannot make millions buying calls and puts on the stock market or doing Forex trading. I don't have millions and billions to invest. Can you do Bitcoin? Can you do crypto? Can we? I bet you can't do treasuries. Really? See the diamond here? Pointed up to 3.2. See the diamond here? Hit 3.2. Again, a couple hours later, it would have hit target. Bam. And you can look up the dates. This is right between August and September of 2022. Publicly. August 31st is when this was published in Twitter. And here you can see them both together. Pointing up, pointing up. You can pause these screens to be able to just screenshot and confirm slowly. But here it is. Ascending broadening wedge, ascending broadening wedge. Broke out, went up to 3.11 here. Target was 3.2. Same with the DXY there. And so on and so forth. So many others. If I could have shorted Ethereum's dumps, I'd be rich already. If you don't know how to short, I'm going to show you how to short. But hang on. Hold that thought. So if you draw a red arrow going from the top at $1,600, right around, what is that, June the 9th? Is that June 9th? Yeah, 2022, headed down to 1571. This huge dump, could he possibly be right? Well, 1571? 1571 again, to the penny. You want to see them both together? Bam. On the left, arrow with no candles. On the right, well, the arrow's gone. Ethereum again, pointed down from 1614 to 1576. Did it follow this green arrow down to these two green lines? Literally on and on and on. I mean, this is Bitcoin here. Said at the top of this triangle, we're going to wick. And then from this wick, this orange circle, we're going to head down. You see this? Orange circle, triangle, down. You want to see what happened? Orange circle, triangle, down. Down arrow, no candles. Down arrow, candles. And perfectly hit. So this is how people refer to me. So you would think our members and followers would make a lot of money. Well, here is Rob Smith. He made 118% on one trade. 108. He more than doubled his money on one trade. Here is David Park, made 60% on the short. Here is Bitcon the Terrible, made 51%. Here is Leon, made 200. Wow, he made 3x his money. 213% on one trade. These are all single trades. 86% by CJ Domingo. Let's see. My Ethad Zalio TV made 36%. D. Baton made 321%. Iruxilcal made 217%. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Kryptonic made 284% on one trade. Buko Lee made 44%. Rick Shore made 422%. Uncle is on Fire, Jack made 161%. These are all one single trade. And all you have to know is how to short and long. Which that's the part I'm going to show you how to do precisely. And obviously where the tops are, so you can. We've been doing this for years, as you can see. This is the year 2020. 600%. Okay, so now that you know it's possible to know where the tops are and to know where the bottoms are, all you have to know are two things. How do I go about and buy more than I can afford at the bottom? And how do I go about selling more than I have at the top? That's just longs and shorts. That's all you have to know, and we will tell you, we will show you how to do that in our community. So we only have two questions left then. Where the hell is your community? And number two, where do I go to get the information of when to buy and when to sell? Where's the bottom and where's the top? Well, the answer is the same. It's in our community. Now, where's our community? That's patreon.com/DeFi Fund Manager. Patreon.com/DeFi Fund Manager. And if you have over 3 Bitcoin and you're not going to wake up at 3:27 a.m. to do a trade, because hell, most of our trades are going to happen when you're awake, but some of our trades, like, holy shit, we went up a lot. You need to close this. You need to sell now. Or holy shit, we went down a lot. This is the bottom. You need to buy now. Most of those signals happen during the day when you're awake. But often, some of them happen at 3:27 a.m. If you don't want to trade for yourself, or if you can't trade for yourself and you have over 3 Bitcoin, get us to do it for you. That website is bitcoin-fund-manager.com. Bitcoin-fund-manager.com. Get rich.